Could you share the wisdom of the afterlife? The ones that we love that have left us?
When someone has left this planet, it creates a vacuum, right? Suddenly you say this person is walking, talking, communicating with us, and now only their body is there. Where they have gone? What has happened? What has happened to the spirit? I want to tell you one example which is very close to this phenomenon. You have a television at home and you are seeing a program, and suddenly you switch it off or it gets switched off. Then what happens? You don't see it in the television. The tube is there. Screen is there. Also, that wavelength is still there. Right? Now in this room, there is CNN, there is BBC, there is all these radio waves are still here. Like that, our body is just a boombox. Just the fact that the boombox is shut, don't think the station is gone. The energy is still there. Now, how to connect with that energy? How to connect with that? There is a way. Silence. If you go deep in silence, go deep in meditation, you can access to those realms. And that is a wordless communication. You can communicate without any words. Non-verbal communication happens. And also whenever you meditate, that you exuberate peace and tranquility, that helps them a lot. People on the other side, they remain as vibrations. The mind remains. And it remains with all its impressions. And the strongest impression it has. And it comes back. So many examples you can see that. There's so many kids have this. All the child prodigies, you see, they all know. A small 4-year-old boy does violin, plays violin so well. You have heard, no? There are many cases now. Life begins after meditation. When you go deep in meditation, it opens up the realm, many layers of existence of it. The ancestral world, and then there is Yaksha world, and the Gandharva world. These Gandharvas are those souls which are behind musicians. The angels behind musicians. They all have their typical characters. Each of these angels and levels of angels, they have a typical character, like Gandharva souls. They give a lot of popularity but misery to the person. You would see not one musician has been very happy in their life, personally. But they bring happiness to everybody. If they come on the path, if they start meditating, doing all that, then they get relief, then they become happy. We live in a multiverse actually. There is layers and layers of universe which we don't recognize. We are so hurried doing something, so we fail to even bother to know about it.
How do we then explain the concept of heaven and hell on one side and rebirth on the other side? How do we reconcile both these philosophies?
They have gone with all this impression, then you have nightmares, and that is your naraka. And you are enjoying the sweet dreams, that is Swarga. See, it happens even now, no? So when you sleep, sometime in the sleep you get beautiful dreams. You are going for a nice trip somewhere and all that. Sometimes you get very horrible dreams, right? Like these impressions, people do experience in that realm for a short period of time, till they find a body to come back. Your dream is not forever. Your dream is only for a short period, right? Then you wake up. Similarly, the Swarga and Naraka are all limited sphere. But if you are keeping your mind free, if you are meditating, chanting and all that, then it's only no Narakas.